If I feel like this, why do I dress like that?
I realized something really uncomfortable for me, and that is that my inner does not match with my outer. The way that I see myself in my head does not match the way that I show up in the world. So today we are not just cleaning, we are updating. Hello girlies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be decluttering the rest of the life, the visual, the mental, and the digital. Make sure you stay with me until the end of the video because I will be sharing 2 practices that you can do on your own to help clear out your mental clutter. Why is it important to regularly rethink what we actually need? Because we are not static. We are always changing, our style changes, our taste changes, our friends change, our lifestyle changes, absolutely everything changes. We are not the same person that we were a year ago, or like even last week actually. And if our environment is not working with us, it's working against us. I started to feel this really clearly, like to the point where my apartment was just getting me mad, you know? I was walking around being annoyed about everything that we have. But the problem was not with the apartment. It was about misalignment. If you optimize your home, you optimize your life. I swear you feel so much better when your home is clean, organized, when you don't have a bunch of clutter, a bunch of things that you don't need. You literally feel like you can breathe better. But even then, we're not done yet. I was not done yet. I decided to go deeper. Decluttering the closet was actually pretty big for me because I have a lot of stuff that I can wear that makes me feel, you know, the way that I want to feel: confident, feminine, beautiful, sexy, and all the things. So I'm thinking, why do I always dress up in, you know, just like stuff like this? Okay, yes, I'm at home right now, but I still wear this kind of stuff outside too. And it's not because I'm like lazy to dress up. It's not because I am trying to follow some kind of a trend or whatever. Nothing like that. It's fear. It's literally fear. It's fear of being seen. We've talked about this already, and this is literally like me just putting the cherry on top for my own self. I thought that if I were to get rid of all the clothes that are not doing me justice, then I would probably be forced to wear the clothes that I do have, and it would just kind of work like that. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be trying right now, and I'll let you know how it goes. Why is it the fear of being seen? Because I'm wearing clothes that is oversized, that does not do me justice, that does not show my body. It hides me. It hides me, and it makes me, you know, kind of like blend in with the masses. The fear of being seen keeps us from being our beautiful, amazing, unique, one-of-a-kind selves, and that has to go. When we can't fully be ourselves, we cannot fully live to our full potential, and that is something that we need to do, actually. I realized that your closet literally shapes your life. Your mood depends on what you're wearing. I mean, have you ever like put on a really, you know, sexy dress, maybe some heels, and you're just like, wow. But then you're like, you know, in the sweats and you're just kind of like, you know, boy vibes. I used to be like really overweight, and I would be hiding myself under the clothes because I would, you know, be scared that people would see that I'm overweight, even though it's kind of obvious when you are wearing a t-shirt that is like a blanket. And the whole love for oversized clothes stayed with me even after I lost the weight because it just felt like my comfort zone. That clothing, all of that oversized stuff, it belongs to the older version of me. I am not that person anymore. I literally like shedded everything off, and that's it. It's not me. It's all an older version of me that didn't want to stand out, that just wanted to, you know, blend in with the wall, that wanted to stay home and not see people because she was scared of someone seeing her and possibly thinking something bad. Who cares, really? But anyway, that's not the topic for today. I decided to let go of the majority of my clothes. I literally looked over everything. I tried on a bunch of clothes. There was only a few pieces that I decided like, oh, this one stays for sure. And the majority of the clothes is literally just like put away. It's in 2 huge bags. I'm gonna sort them. Something's gonna be sold, something will be donated, something will be just thrown out or used for my art classes. I did the same with accessories, jewelry, and everything else. And basically I am left with more kind of staple items and basic items that are just more intentional, because too many options create visual noise, and visual noise is literally literally distracting you from your life. Like, you can open the closet, you can see that you have way too many things. You can't choose anything, so you end up wearing the same thing all the time. Fewer but more intentional pieces are literally going to help you pick out your clothes, because anything that you grab is just going to feel like a yes. So you end up feeling more confident, and you don't have things that are just in case that you might wear in a year and a half, or you might decide that you don't need it anymore in a year and a half after not wearing it a single time. So I don't want clothes that are going to be, my just in case clothes. I want clothes that are just going to be me, that I can put on anytime and I'm just gonna feel like me. And yes, I can be different. I can be in this kind of mood or that kind of mood, and there's different clothes for all the moods. And I'm not saying that you have to stick to one mood. We all know that we have different moods, but in all of the moods, we have our own staple pieces too. And what I'm talking about is keeping the staples, keeping the intentional items, the items that have better quality, the items that fit you better, the items that make you feel good. Not just a bunch of random things that are absolutely different styles, absolutely different, just all over the place, and you can literally open a store with all of it. Something that really helps me when I am decluttering my clothes is taking each piece and looking at it and saying, would I buy this again right now? And most of the time, the answer is no. And that's when you know that it can go. So these are the things that I decided to keep for myself, and these are the things I decided to get rid of. So this next part is also actually very uncomfortable, but it is really important. It's probably the hardest one because unlike objects, people don't come with labels. And it's kind of hard to tell sometimes who that person really is underneath. And unfortunately, not all toxic people are loud, aggressive, and, obvious to notice. Some of them will smile at you, someone will compliment you, someone will say that they're happy with you or that they support you, but it doesn't mean that it's true. You might even feel it in your own body. There are people who are quietly unsupportive, people who never celebrate your wins with you, people who change the subject when you share something that happened to you or something that you're excited about, people who respond with silence, sarcasm, the eye rolls, the backhanded compliments, the jokes that don't actually feel like jokes. A lot of the time we don't actually consciously register this, we just kind of feel it in ourselves. And I'm pretty sure if you analyze the people that are surrounding you in your life, you're gonna find a handful of those kinds of people. Have you ever left a conversation with someone feeling absolutely drained, tired, or as if you were beaten up or something? Those are energetic vamps. They take your energy, they feed on it, whatever you're feeling, the good, the bad emotions, they're taking all of it, and you feel absolutely horrible after seeing them. You feel super tired. First off, they might not even realize that they're doing it. But what they do is they unload, they project, they undermine, they feed off your energy, your emotions. And when you're around them, you just kind of shrink a little bit to kind of keep the peace. And you could be doing this subconsciously too. And then the dangerous part is that you actually get used to this. And you normalize feeling drained after these people. And you continue to speak with them, you continue to be friends with them when the only person that's getting any benefit out of the friendship is actually them. When you start growing, changing, becoming more visible, starting to grow a business, starting to create content, basically starting anything, you can pretty much see who your real friends are and who are not your real friends. And right now, I'm not even talking about the people that aren't liking your posts, that's not the thing here. It's about the dynamics of the actual friendship. Like, a lot of people are just not able to meet you where you are at. Sometimes we outgrow our friends, and that's normal. So let's imagine that this is you and this is your friend. And this is you moving higher, getting better, and all the things. And this is your friend just staying the same. So if you were friends here, how do you expect to be friends here if this person is not moving along with you? They stay behind. And it's not like you can force them to come up with you. You can't do that. It's their life. They get to decide, but they decide to stay here. The friendship ends, and that is absolutely okay. There's nothing bad about it. You're gonna find friends that are way better and that are going to be with you up there. So decluttering people is not just stopping speaking to everyone. No, it's getting rid of the people that are not doing you any good. Notice who expands you and who contracts you, who makes you feel seen and who just makes you feel tolerated, who is generally curious about your inner world and who is just waiting for their turn to speak. Grab a piece of paper and write down the names of the people that you are in contact with the most often, including family members and all the friends and just people that you are constantly around. And then ask yourself a few questions. How does this person make me feel? How does this person react to my jokes, my content, my ideas? How does this person react to my wins? Does this person actually hear me? How do I feel after seeing this person? Do I feel like there is a mutual effort made in this friendship, or is it just a one-way story? Nobody is going to see this list, so be brutally honest and make your own conclusion when you're done. If this resonates with you and you feel like it's time to reevaluate the people around you, leave me a white heart in the comments to let me know. After cleaning out my physical space, I went deeper. Most of us use our phones and laptops like emotional storage units instead of tools. Screenshots we will never revisit, notes filled with half-thoughts that are no longer relevant, a million saved reels or memes, 100 bad selfies that we only choose one from, the contact of that plumber from 2021. Our devices slowly become garbage bins. And every time you open the gadget, your brain is just scrolling through all of it. And that creates noise. Your gadgets are supposed to be a second brain, not a second subconscious. A second brain should hold ideas that you want to build, systems that support your current life, inspiration that still excites you, and information that saves you time and energy. So cleaning your digital space is like a form of mental hygiene. It creates clarity, reduces decision fatigue, and gives your mind room to think instead of constantly processing background noise. And I feel like there's something really powerful about consciously deleting things from your phone, from your devices. It's literally like telling yourself, I trust myself to live on without this, which is why digital declutter can actually feel a little bit emotional, because you are deleting old memories and old thoughts and just a form of your old identity. But it's okay. That's why it's an old identity. It's not you anymore. So I cleaned out my contact list, my photos, my emails, my apps, my texts, my messages in other apps, my Instagram saved posts, everything. I literally cleaned out everything. I also got rid of a bunch of music that I just keep skipping over because it's also an old identity. It's music that I used to listen to. It's music that resonated with me earlier and it's no longer resonating with me. That's why I'm skipping over it every time I'm driving or dancing around. Like a song comes on and I'm just like, oh no, delete it. Also, hint on emails, you can always unsubscribe from them. So whenever you are cleaning out your emails, what you can do is you can go to the bottom of each email and there should be like a little unsubscribe button there. I feel like this is next level energetic cleanup. Set a timer for today for about 20 minutes and just start deleting. Start from your contact list or let's say your emails. So basically the entire point of the entire declutter is not to have fewer things. It's to have more intentional things. So it's not minimalism. Minimalism can be considered like a new aesthetic, something that also gives you pressure because it needs to be minimalist. That's not what we're aiming for here. This is about alignment to who you are now. And alignment asks a different question. Does this support who I am now? Something can be beautiful and still not belong in your life anymore. Something can be useful and still feel heavy. Something can be expensive and really cool, but still not align with who you are. So when your environment is reflecting an older version of you, it's pretty much keeping you there. So alignment is about wearing clothes that make you feel good in your body. Your space supports your routines instead of fighting them. Your objects don't demand emotional energy, and your surroundings don't feel like a compromise. And when your environment is aligned, growth no longer feels forced. You stop pushing so hard because your space is not pulling you back. Think about it. You are growing, but your space is staying the same. It's kind of like having a software update available, but never using it. In the beginning of this video, I told you that I have 2 practices for you, but I already gave you 1 and I actually have 2 more. So I guess that means I'm giving 3 practices for you in this video, and I really hope that they are going to help you really well. If you can share your feedback in the comments when you're done with any of them, I will be super grateful and super happy to hear it. So after everything else is cleared, mental clutter is probably the most important thing. So this is one of my favorite practices that I like to do several times a year, or just whenever I really need it. For this practice, you're gonna need to make sure that nobody's gonna be bothering you. It could take a couple of hours depending on how much you have stored inside of you. So what you need is to light a candle, grab some paper and a pen, turn your phone off, close yourself inside of the room, make sure that no one's gonna be bothering you for the entire time. What you need to do is you need to start breathing and get into your angry state, your sad state. Start to remember emotionally heavy things that are keeping you stuck. For example, when someone was making fun of you, when you were sad because of something, or angry at someone for something, start to remember all of those situations, just go deep into them and start writing. Like, remember people that offended you. Write to them like, hey, you are blah, 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 blah. Use swear words. Write down all your negative thoughts. All of the shit that you have inside of you, put it on the paper. Get it out of yourself and put it on the paper. Go super deep inside of yourself. If you feel like you need to cry, cry. If you start to get angry, if you want to hit something, stand up, grab a pillow, start hitting it. Do everything that you need to do. Just make sure that you get everything out on paper. You can say names, you can say swear words, you can speak to different people. You don't have to feel bad if you are letting out your anger on someone you love inside of the letter. The person is never going to find this letter, he's never going to read it, and you are not even going to read this. Because when you're done with the letter, you cannot reread this, that's important, and you're going to burn it. As soon as you feel like you have put out everything that you have been storing, you should feel something like, I'm done. Go outside or somewhere where it's going to be safe and burn the letter. Once it's in ashes, let it go with the wind, bury it in the earth, or flush it somewhere with the water. And when you're done, you would take a salt bath. If you don't have a bathtub, you can take a shower with a salt scrub. And when you're doing that, imagine, visualize how the water is taking away all of the negative energy that is still left inside of you. If in a few days you feel like you need to repeat this, do it. And the next practice is a rebirthing practice to consciously let go and transform all the negativity into positivity. So you sit down in easy pose with your legs crossed on the floor, and you close your eyes, you have a straight spine and slight neck lock, and you just start to breathe with breath of fire. Your lips form a soft O, and on the exhale, your navel is snapped towards your belly button gently, and the inhale happens naturally on its own. So it's like this. Steady rhythm for 2 minutes. Then start to calm your breath. Imagine a big fire in front of you, and with every inhale, imagine how you are going deep inside of yourself and picking up all the negativity that you have been storing inside of different parts of your body. And with your exhale, imagine how you're throwing it into the fire. Watch how it's burning and watch how it's being transformed into pure love and positivity. However you see the transformation happen, that is the way that it should be happening. And do this also for 2-3 minutes. And then afterwards, imagine how you are this fire. You are the fire that has the potential to turn all the negativity into love, into peace, into positivity. Imagine how you are lighting up. Imagine how you are lighting the entire room. Imagine how your light is growing and it's lighting up the entire city, the entire country, the entire planet Earth, the entire universe. Just imagine how you are that big, big light, and stay there for a few minutes too. And then you take a deep breath in and you breathe out and you're done. And there you go. There you have in total 3 practices from this entire video that you can do on your own to clear out any junk that you have inside of you or around you. If you girlies are ready to take your energetic clutter to the next level and declutter from past relationships, then I welcome you to go down to the description below. I will be sharing a free energetic cleanse with you, absolutely free of charge. So you're welcome to join. If you like this video, make sure to check out one of these. Share your insights in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support the girl. Thank you. Bye.